What's up, guys? Carlton Flowers here with Color Boss Custom Auto Body Shop, and this one's just for fun. I was doing some experimenting around, right? I was at Walmart the other day buying some ceramic and some graphene detail stuff, and I came across these two products right here. And you know what? Turtle Wax gets a lot of respect on like Pan's channel for their new graphene product and their ceramic. And I've seen the videos, the stuff really performs. And I noticed this polishing compound and rubbing compound. And I thought, I wonder if this stuff could stand up to the brands that I spent a lot of money on, like that 3M hand glaze. That's some expensive crap that I use at the end of my cut and buff and polish. Wizards Mystic Polish. Check that out. That's like 45 bucks for that bottle right there. I also use the Wizards cutting compound. It's like 30, 40 bucks for 32 ounces. Here's some. It's quick cut. It's okay. It's like 30 bucks per bottle. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites, but you know, it worked. I've got their cutting compound and buffing compound, but the quick cut works. One of the ones I really like is Meguiar's. I'm a big fan of Meguiar's. And so I thought, what would be the difference if I tried to do a cut and buff with this stuff? You know how much this cost? $4.59. Oh, you can see how slick the surface is that I just used these products on. They're flying off. And to get these back up here, which is a good indication. Well, let me just put these over on the table. By the way, this is a new tool. Got a good tip from somebody in the auto repair store, auto parts store. A couple older gentlemen that said this is the best tool for taking paint down to metal on older vehicles. And I'm gonna try it and shoot a video. It was on sale at Harbor Freight for 110 bucks. So I went ahead and picked it up and even got the little warranty replacement plan, which I never usually get, but since it was 40 bucks off, I did. Well, anyway, this is another Bauer product. I've got the Orbital. This one does not have the dual action, but this is what I use for cutting. I don't like to use the dual action for cutting. But when I am using the dual action, I did try out their 19 millimeter throw. Here it is right here. Only thing is they don't last. It's a great buffer, but this one's at the end of its life. I've kind of torn the crap out of it. Now, the one I'm most proud of is my Nico. This is a knockoff of a $750 buffer, and I paid like 65 bucks on it on eBay. It came from China. I had to wait like 2 weeks to get it. And I think it was like maybe 4 years ago when I bought it. You can't get them anymore. They must have caught them because it works too good. And the last price that I saw, it was $150. It was not the 65 that I paid. But this sucker is a Cadillac. It's the best knockoff product that I've got. I'll probably end up getting an expensive name brand buffer because I'm starting to get into this detailing and paint correction, and I don't want to be wearing these suckers out and throwing them in the trash. This one has a variable speed trigger, which is really cool. I do like it overall. So I would say number one is my Air buffer, my knockoff, and number two is this, and then the one with the 19 millimeter throw, which 19 millimeters is too much for me. I would prefer 11 to 12. All right, back to the discussion. So check this out. I did this little area right here. And I even took the 800/1000 sanding film. You know that 3M sanding film to give you the little hook and loop deals. I actually get brand from Finish Master. I get the Smart brand. So that was the 800/1000, okay? And I went ahead and I wet sanded an entire area, made it dull, and I thought, I wonder if this stuff can really come back and cut after a wet sand. And so I started out and I used the wrong one. I was actually using the polishing compound, and I hit it and it didn't do so well. And I thought, well, maybe I need to turn up the speed on the buffer because I had it way low because I was used to using my quick cut. So I put it down, I put a lot more material down, did it again, and it worked. Then I noticed I wasn't even using the right one. So then I went back and I did a little bit more wet sanding and threw down the rubbing compound. Oh, whoopsie daisy. Stay up there, buddy. It's too slick. And after I put that down, it really actually worked. I mean, for $4.59, I was shocked. Look at the side view here. I had a defect in the paint here that I really sanded out, used the rubbing version, and it worked. And so this area here turned out pretty good. This is factory paint. You can still see factory orange peel. I didn't want to take off too much clear. I just wanted to see if that stuff would work as a cutting compound. And it did. And so then I hit this area right here. And so I'm thinking, hey, what the heck? Instead of wasting my expensive stuff and using my Wizards, if I'm just doing a paint correction and a detail, and I'm doing a little wet sanding and trying to get out scratches, hey, for $4.59, you can't beat that. Now there's a downside. When it goes on and you buff, it turns black and it doesn't get as solid and it won't burn through the paint as quick, which is a good thing. But it turns dark and you got a little bit more cleanup on it than if you're using, say, Meguiar's. Meguiar's is my favorite as far as cleanup. You know, it just kind of melts down really good and you can wipe it up very easily. So this stuff doesn't clean up as well, but you can wipe it off. And I just got my little spray bottle of soap and water solution and sprayed to help it out a little bit. And then it was fine cleaning up. But the jury is in. The verdict is in. This stuff actually works. I mean, it's funny. Now, professionals might laugh at this, but hey, why not? It's just an experiment. But you got to give Turtle Wax some respect because this stuff works. Now, when you open it up and you put the rubbing compound between your fingers to feel the grit, you're not going to feel the abrasiveness like you will with Quick Cut compound or with Meguiar's number 10 or number 12, like Diamond Cut. You're not going to feel that, but there's enough. And so if you're wet sanding and you go to 1,000 or 1,200 or 1,500, this stuff will work. Now, will I use this on a custom project? No, I will not. For people that are paying the cost to be the boss, I'm going to stick with the Wizards. So when I'm doing my restoration projects, Wizards gets the call, and then it'll be Wizards cutting compound, Wizards machine glaze. With this is number one. This is my king right here. Let me know in the comments if you know of any product that works better than Wizards, or if you know of any product that smells better than Wizards. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what, that's the best smelling cutting compound I've ever had. 3M actually stinks. That's why I don't like it as much, but the 3M hand glaze, that's the best hand glaze out there. And 3M has some really, really good stuff. They've got some new product I wanna try out. It's like $99 just for the 32 fluid ounce bottle. And so the stuff must be good, and I'm going to test it later on when I get a regular custom paint job type of deal, restoration. I'm going to try it out at the end of the project. But that's all. I just wanted to report on this. So if you're on a budget, man, you can use this stuff. And if you're just learning how to use a buffer, that's your go-to right there. And so if you are a person that knows how to wet sand, buff, and polish, and you're wanting to get into detailing, number one, you already have an advantage because most detail shops, they don't know how to wet sand. They're not going to fool with sandpaper. They're going to go straight to cutting compound. But you have an advantage when you understand how to wet sand. And if you don't know how to, watch my video. I have a dry sand to wet sand process. It's a half-an-hour video, and I show you step-by-step how I get a surface perfected to the point where it looks like glass. But check it out in my videos. And that's all I've got for the Turtle. I respect you, man. I got to give you props, Mr. Turtle. Turtle Wax. Boom. So check me out. I will have more content coming soon. I've got tons of video footage that I have not rendered and edited yet, but it's coming at you. So we'll see you very soon from right here at Color Boss Custom Auto Body Shop, where you know how we like to do it. We just shoot it.